It's strange how quiet the house is now, but I suppose it should be after what happened. The rain is a dull hum against the kitchen window as I rinse the blood, a smear that just won't come off from under my thumbnail. 4 days ago, I invited my book club for our monthly soirée. The same as always, Chardonnay chilled, mismatched coasters, appetizers with labels for Megan's allergies. I even wore the sunny apron with blue tulips embroidered on the pocket. My favorite. They'd never really liked me. Nothing outright, but little things, exchanges after book selections, shifting eyes when I spoke my mind, laughing too loudly at jokes I didn't understand. I smiled through it, poured another glass, folded myself smaller, more palatable. The stories in our monthly books always held lessons, empathy, forgiveness, women supporting women. I suppose I took those lessons to heart, just a little differently. It began as a game. That's what I told them, anyway. When I brought out the Ouija board, after our third bottle, they hesitated, but I pressed. Days of their careless remarks echoing inside me, and their laughter crumbling into nervous silence as we circled the board, fingertips trembling at the planchette. I started the séance, voice sweet as honey. Does anyone here want to hurt us? At first, nothing, to then, movement. Was it my own pulse driving the planchette, or something else? It didn't matter. I told them I'd felt a presence, that someone outside the window was watching. Ellie's knuckles turned white. Melissa began to cry. The paranoia I'd seeded blossomed in their eyes, to relished it for a breathless moment. One by one, their sense unraveled. I moved through the shadows of my own living room. Children's toys, littering the edges, whispered their names from the hall, snapped off lights, tapped the glass. It was too easy. Panic splintered our cozy club, and when they fled, the ones who slipped in spilled wine, who cracked heads falling downstairs. I covered their mouths, and finished the job. A shushing hush in the dark. Late that night, I dialed 911, breath hitching with a practiced sob. A stalker, I gasped, had been tormenting us for weeks, leaving notes in my mailbox, dead leaves on the porch, even slashing the tires on Megan's minivan. The officers arrived, faces blanched by flashlight glare, the scent of violence heavy in the air. They never questioned the tears streaming down my face as I described him, tall, hooded, the kind of man nightmares name, but memory can't pin. The neighborhood rallied, covered casseroles and bouquets jammed my doorstep. No one doubted my shivering hands, the way I could no longer sleep. No one noticed the journals in my bedroom, each page meticulously documenting each of my friends' perceived betrayals, each of their little cruelties. But night brings different sounds now. Footsteps crunch on the gravel after midnight, shadows stretching corners where they don't belong. Sometimes, I wake and see faces pressed to the glass, bloated and grinning. Sometimes I hear my name, whispered by lips that should not move. I tell myself, it's guilt. There was never a stalker, there was only me. But last night, as I tucked the children in, I found a note on my pillow, a single sheet of paper folded once, inside a red tulip from my apron, still damp with rain. I read the words by the light of my phone. Are you sure you're alone?